everybody, welcome back to the channel. Once again, we are back at Universal Orlando Resort to check out the updates on the scare zones for HHN 34. And as of today, they did announce the final 2 haunted houses. We are officially getting a Five Nights at Freddy's haunted house and a WWE Presents the Wyatt 6 haunted house, which is going to be absolutely amazing. Knowing like they've been doing, there's going to be merchandise, so we'll check that out. And we'll walk the park and see what kind of updates we can find for all the props and setup for Halloween Horror Nights 34. As always, we cut through the Universal Studio store for a shortcut to the park and a nice little blast of AC. The past few days here in Central Florida have been extremely hot with an extreme heat warning and a heat index of 115. So it has been a little bit toasty here at Universal Orlando Resort, but nice little shortcut to get to studios to see the new merch and props. Take a shortcut to the 5 and 10, check out the Five Nights merchandise and the Wyatt 6 merchandise, and then we'll walk the rest of the park and check out all the updates for these scare zones this year. They actually just redid these bathrooms here and they added a family bathroom, so if you have kids and need a room to change them or anything like that, you can definitely make your way there. But I guess on the way to the 5 and 10, we are going to pass through these ominous gates to the Masquerade Dance with Death zone here in Hollywood. It's going to be vampires and masquerade ball style. They added these big wrought iron gates here at the front. These are new, and then they also have the stages set up. They added like these big, like they're not candelabras, but you know, big displays here that I'm sure there's going to be burning candles or something on top of it. Yeah, this has a raven on it. The one on this side does have a panther. And then the ones that were there previously were the gargoyle and the bat. But we are here for merchandise. We have those 2 new stickers for Five Nights and for the Wyatt 6 featuring Bray Wyatt there. We got a Five Nights at Freddy's hat and a shirt, and then the Wyatt 6 stuff is on the other side.
Our Fred, he's very embarrassed by the whole thing, so I apologize. He's at Trafficon if you want to find him.
And then there's a Bray Wyatt poster with the pin or the sticker for the frame, and then there's a t-shirt with the Wyatt 6 logo, and then the back is Bray Wyatt. It says "Let me in" all over it. Amazing. Love that they did a tribute to Bray Wyatt already. Super cool. Can't wait to go through these houses in just a short month here at Halloween Horror Nights 34. Absolutely amazing merchandise for both Five Nights at Freddy's and for the horrors of the Wyatt 6. So excited for that wrestling house. But we will head through the rest of the park, check out some of the more updates over here as we pass by the stages for Masquerade Dance with Death. And we'll see what other fun stuff we can find. Yeah, welcome to number 9 Cricket Lane. Love those cats on the sign. And if you just look up, there's all the pumpkins. So happy that they are bringing back the pumpkin forest here at HHN 34. But just all these little details on all the fencing, These little scarecrows and pails. Love all the vintage cat Halloween decorations. Ghost pillow, cat. But yeah, just super cool to just be able to look up and see that all these trees are going to be filled with pumpkins. I love that one with the giant eye. And I'm guessing that Little Boo will make another appearance here. This is new over here from yesterday. It's a bunch of yarn and like clown costumes and wigs and stuff. Creepy giraffe baby plushie there. And even across the pathway there's more pumpkins in the trees there. As the days go on here, there's just going to be more and more added here in Cricket Lane. And then of course I'm 90% sure Little Boo will make an appearance in the trees here. They have these giant like chimney looking things that I'm sure are going to have props on it. And then yeah, if you just look at all the little details and props throughout this whole zone. So this little skeleton, bikes, there's like bikes across all the fencing here for all the trick-or-treaters, and black cats on all the fences. Skeleton cat. This tree is new too. This was not here yesterday when we came by. And then of course at the very end, it looks like they're extending the zone to this courtyard this year. There's no detail work on it yet, but that structure is going to probably be the cabin where the crazy cat lady lives. And then just across from it are these really amazing stained glass like boxes where I'm guessing she's going to transform trick-or-treaters into crazy cat monsters. But if you look at the stained glass, it makes a cat face. And it's going to be like this little mini like HHN walkthrough here. There's clearly boo holes here for scare actors to jump out on. There's lighting and sound effects up above. You can see all the lighting up there. But yeah, if you look through these holes, you can see that really amazing view of the cat face stained glass, which I'm sure will be backlit and pulsing as she transforms the trick-or-treater kids into terrifying cat monsters. Cat scratches there. But yeah, the backside of Central Park has not been donned with pumpkins yet, but it will be eventually, I'm sure. They are going to be utilizing Central Park this year for the Lagoon show, which was announced last week, and the structure here is going to be probably the sign with the show times on it. That is coming to Halloween Horror Nights 34 this year. We are making our way over towards, we'll head down towards San Francisco and check out any progress on the Club Horror experience. Not really a zone, but as we make our way over here, you can see the big red structure here for the HHN bar, which was here last year. You have the lighting up here with the speakers and the TVs, which looks like they actually installed the TVs in there, which I'm sure will have stages and some of the original characters from the original houses for photo ops and stuff here, like it was last year for Halloween Horror Nights 33. But other than these new speaker systems and all that, not much has really gone on here at the HHN bar location yet. But I'm sure in just a short week or so, everything's going to be out and on display. Not much going on here for the Club Horror experience. They do have all the lighting up and everything, and they do have the stand for the DJ and the lights on either side of it. It's still kind of themed to the Jaws stuff that they had here for the summer. Still have for the summer. But yeah, you can see those lighting structures and the stand where the DJ is going to be for Club Horror here for Halloween Horror Nights 34. We'll walk through New York. Last I had checked, there was no movement on props or decorations for the Toxic 20s. The Mutants Toxic 20s. But we'll head over there. You never know. Prop can pop up here and there. I know there's props over by Minion, so we'll head that way on our way out of the park. But I haven't heard anything about props going up in New York, but we'll go check it out. You definitely see that they've added lighting structures to the very tops of the buildings here in New York. And there is a structure there next to Nazerman's. But I don't know if that'll be part of like the dining food booth that they sometimes have down Sting Alley or what. The big thing over here in New York though is that the Palace Arcade is closed and has been closed for quite a while. The rumor right now is this is going to be the new location to the Tribute store. You can't really see much inside. Obviously it's all like blocked off and everything, but maybe able to catch some kind of glimpse of something in there. Some ladders and some structures there. People walking around, but that's the rumor, is it's either going to be the new location for the Tribute store or a like Five Nights at Freddy's experience or something along those lines. But yeah, not much movement on props or anything coming over here yet for the Mutations Toxic 20s scare zone, or if the Tribute store is going to be in the old location, which the only reason why that is rumored to be moving to the Palace is that the operations team at the Mummy used where the Tribute store was as extended queue for the Mummy, so especially Horror Nights that can get pretty busy. So that's the only reason why I would think that they would actually need the location, which usually is right here, for the Halloween Horror Nights Tribute store, and they're going to move it over to where the arcade was, which would connect to the Mummy gift shop as well. Looks like the construction walls did come down around the park here near the Mummy. This used to be the old smoking area before they got rid of all smoking in the parks. You can still smoke outside of the parks if you need to, but it's pretty cool. They just kind of redid this whole area just recently, actually. Did all new plant work, repainted the statue there and everything. This beautiful new courtyard. Wonder if this will be part of Toxic 20s. Looks like a lot of the scare zones this year are definitely extending into other areas of the park, or just a little bit further, like the Crooked Lane scare zone is going to be extended to that courtyard in front of Animal Actors this year. And then coming up here in just a few feet is the Origins of Horror. This is going to be where they kind of have the showcase of horror like they've done in the past few years up here. Most likely have chainsaws up here and gargoyles, and they're bringing the crow monster stilt walkers from Hollywood. Now recently, just as of this morning I believe, props for the zone started popping up down this entire street, and unlike last year, which was it ended. It was essentially just a bunch of chainsaws last year, and it ended right before Despicable Me. They couldn't go past it, not knowing if it was for a right issue, being that it's all themed to Illumination Way here for the Minions rides, but looks like that is no more, because just up here on the left-hand side, in front of the VillainCon Evil Stuff gift shop, is our first prop of the zone. Looks like it's going to be a perch for maybe a gargoyle. Have a live actor on top of that, perched up top like a gargoyle statue. Really, really cool. And then there's two more stage-like structures down here. But you can also see all that lighting that they used to use here for Horror Nights, which is now going to be used for the zone.
At Universal Orlando Resort. In just 10 minutes, today's Universal Mega Movie Parade will begin.
Yeah, not anything fancy yet, but down here in front of the Minions Illumination sign, the Minions Land sign, there's another stage here set for some of the creatures here in the Origins of Horror Scare Zone. And then there's another stage up here on the right-hand side for the same thing. Now, this is usually where the truss goes for the logo or Halloween Horror Nights. This year, the rumor is that the logo is usually the neon, the neon for Halloween Horror Nights this year is actually going to be in a like turquoise blue color. There's another stage there to fit the overall color scheme of this year. So we'll see. Yeah, this year's Halloween Horror Nights 34, is shaping up to be a very unique year. With the extended scare zones, there's only officially 4 scare zones, which maybe they were able to put the budget into the other zones by canceling that 5th zone, which is typically where Club Horror is going to be, but then bringing in a whole new label, if you will, or group, if you will, called like the Experiences, which is going to be Club Horror, the Mel's Giant, Zombie Car Hops. There's rumored to have full-size chainsaw drill teams throughout the park again, so maybe over in The Simpsons or anything like that, or some other spots in the park. So it really seems like they're going for full immersion this year. We do have the official list of everything coming this year. So for scare zones, you will start at the Origins of Horror, which is what we just saw, with gargoyles and chainsaws and crow creatures. Mutation Toxic 20s is going to be in the back, which is all about a truck from BizCon, which is, if you're into any kind of HHN lore, is going to be mixed with 1920s mafia gangsters, so they're going to be mutated monsters there. Then if you're continuing that back path, you'll end up at Club Horror, which is one of those new experiences, not technically a zone, with a DJ and a dance party, and you're going to dance the night away with some cool monsters there. Of course, the Death Eaters are back in Diagon Alley. Then coming back around through Simpsons, we'll see if there's any chainsaws or anything fun going on there, before heading into Crooked Lane, where that crazy cat lady's house cabin is going to be. And then finally going through the Mel's Die-In Zombies and the Masquerade Dance with Death zone. For houses, obviously there's not a full list of where each house is going to be. We did see the facades and the pictures going up in the back, so in the very, very back where Goblins and Universal Monsters was last year, that's going to be Fallout and Gaelic, the Norse monster house. Then the original sprung tents are going to be Dolls, Let's Play Dead, and Hatchet and Chains Demon Hunters, which leads me to believe that the Jason Universe house is going to be in Fast and the Furious, and then the big ones up front will be Terrifier, Five Nights at Freddy's, Grave of Fear, WWE, and more. But we will be here a lot for Halloween Horror Nights this year. I know we were very excited as a family to come back into the fog and check out the Wyatt Six house. And all the originals, of course. But it is a very, very humid and very hot. 100 degrees out right now. So with that, I will say thank you for watching this very short vlog here, checking out all the HHN updates. It's hot. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching these videos. Thank you for supporting our channel. We love what we do. We love bringing you these videos. And of course, we're going to bring you a ton more Halloween Horror Nights when the time is here, which is only about a month away. But until next time, we'll see you then.